Child-free privilege.
Hi people, welcome back to the channel. Today we are discussing a topic that's often stigmatized or misunderstood, the privileges of being child-free. So I've put some videos together, let's watch them and I'll be back to leave my own comment. Please don't go away.
I am under the weather right now, but you know what I find to be a blessing is that, do you hear that? Do you hear that? It's nothing because I don't have any kids, so nobody's calling me mommy and nobody needs me to make them dinner, or I don't know what moms do, help get you ready for bed, all the other stuff. That is the real win of being child free. So I can I just want to suffer in silence. And I know that's supposed to mean something bad, but like, as a woman in her 30s, like, that is truly a privilege. That is truly a privilege, because like, my friends who are moms, they don't get this luxury. But they are truly saints, because it couldn't be me.
Child-free privilege. Let's talk about it. I am currently dog sitting a puppy, and I have my own 4-year-old dog who is just lovely. My heart and my soul, my soulmate. And I haven't been around a puppy in a while, and I'm boarding this 4-month-old Burmese mountain dog. So we're talking big puppy. This dog is like easily 45-50 pounds, 4-month-old, for a week and a half or so, and it's definitely thrown off my routine. And I am very protective and have become very protective of how I spend my time in the morning. I used to have really early, chaotic, grinding type of mornings, whereas from the minute that I opened my eyes while I was still in bed, I'm already looking at my phone, checking emails, responding to Slacks, going to the gym, trying to squeeze it in because I know I'm not going to have time to after work or during the work day because I'm working 10-hour days minimum. So going from that to, in the last year or so, I've really incorporated slower, intentional, self-care focused mornings. The last several days, having this puppy in my house has definitely thrown me off a bit, and it's just made me realize like how much I really lean on that quiet time to myself in the morning before my husband's awake, before kind of anyone else in the world is awake, that I get that time to myself to have my gratitude journaling, make my warm lemon water, sit outside, play fetch with my dog, go on a walk with my dog early in the morning, and really just like set the intentions for the day. And I didn't realize how much I lean on that and how used to that me time that I've gotten until this puppy came into my life. And the last few days has been chaos. Like, I'm waking up to most likely an accident, which is fine. He's a puppy, he's potty training, super high energy, running all over the place, knocking things over, like needing my full undivided attention. It's thrown me off a little bit. I was on a call with someone and I was describing to her what my mornings are usually like, and she says, "Oh, what a privilege that is. What a privilege that is to have that type of a morning." It kind of got me thinking about privilege versus right, and how as a child-free by choice woman, there are privileges, if that's what you want to call it, there are privileges that I have. It's really interesting to think about the privileges that we give ourselves by the decisions that we make. As someone who grew up believing and being told by my society and by people around me that so much of life was about sacrifice and putting other people first, especially as a woman, putting your partner first, putting God first, putting others' needs before your own, making sure that you are of service to other people all the time in all different parts of your life. And like, that's what made you an admirable person. That's what made you a good human being. Hearing that kind of fired something up in me a little bit. And I mean that in the best way. It made me realize, yes, I have a privilege of having slow self-care mornings because I have chosen that life for myself, and that is important to me at this chapter and time in my life. For those ladies out there that choose to have kids, those people out there that choose to have children, I believe, and maybe this is an unpopular opinion, I believe it is a privilege, and I believe that you should treat it as such. It is a privilege to be able to wake up in the morning and have little ones running around in your home that you have created and brought into this world, and that you have the opportunity to raise and to provide this life for. And for those of us who are child-free by choice, it is a privilege to have mornings like this where I spend my time how I want. That is a right of mine. And I think that as women, it's so easy for us to get sucked into feeling like we only have certain privileges or we only have certain rights based off of the role that we have been put in. Mom, wife, professional leader of an organization, whatever it may be. I want to just encourage you to really take some time to kind of reflect on what privileges are you granting for yourself? What decisions are you making for your life that is giving you your power back to make decisions on how you spend your time? I know that might look different for everyone. Not everyone has the luxury, and I understand that, to spend a whole hour in their morning just having alone time. I understand that. But maybe for you, it looks like 5 minutes every morning where you go into a room, you have a space that's just your own, and you do a 5-minute meditation before you get started with your day, before you're responding to other people's demands and needs. So
this is how I know I'm not ready for kids. It is 8 a.m. on a Thursday, and I'm on a lake somewhere in Croatia. I had this lady comment on one of my posts, and she said she had the opportunity to travel and become a teacher in another country, but she couldn't go because her children didn't want her to. And because her children didn't want her to go, she actually didn't go. And she says that she regrets that. She regrets not going. I'm just not ready to be selfless. I'm not ready for it. People try to gaslight you and say, well, when you have children, nothing changes. You can still travel. You can still do the same things. It's not about the things that you can do, okay? It's not about the things you can do or that you have access to when you have children. I think what it is, and I've realized it after reading that girl's comment, is that I'm just not ready to be selfless. I'm not ready to put someone else's needs before mine. Right now, I'm currently at the stage in my life where I want to be the most selfish I can while it is lasting, okay? I want to be selfish as much as I can until I can't be selfish anymore. And I don't feel like that's a bad thing. When you have children, your life is theirs. Period, point blank, period, point blank. Your decision making revolves around your children. Whether you're traveling or not, your decision making revolves around your children. And I'm just not ready to give this up. I'm not ready to give up this life.
One of my favorite things about this generation is that we realize that not everyone is meant to have children. The amount of people that keep bringing children into poverty and just unstable environments is just insane to me. So many people have children because they feel like it's something they're supposed to do, like it's the next natural step in life. But what I love about this generation is that we recognize that we don't need to have children to have a fulfilling life. I also feel like when people have kids, they're assuming that their child is going to be born perfectly healthy, but they don't think about the fact that they could potentially have a child that could have special needs and depend on them for the rest of their lives. Like they might actually have to take care of this human being, not for just 18 years, but literally until they die. And I feel like it's really selfish to bring a child into the world if you're not truly ready for all of that. And I do think there are some people out there that are ready for all of those things, but for the most part, the vast majority of us are not physically and emotionally ready to raise a child, and we shouldn't be having that.
Well, the most important privilege of being child-free is financial freedom. Without the expense of raising children, child-free individuals can invest in themselves, travel, and pursue their passions. Child-free individuals also have more time and energy to focus on their careers, hobbies, and personal growth. They can pursue their interests without the responsibilities of children. Being child-free means having more autonomy and independence. Child-free individuals can make choices about their lives without considering the needs of dependents. Thank you, everyone. But remember, being child-free is a personal choice that comes with its set of privileges. Let's work to break down the stigma surrounding this choice and respect each other's decision. Thank you so much, guys, for being part of this conversation. Please subscribe, like, and share the video. See you in the next video. Stay safe.